Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sherlock Holmes The Awakening. In the last episode, we got to the mosquitoes, and then I figured out that my save file was corrupt, so I had to play through the whole game again. And I got some things that I didn't get on the game last time, because I figured out that I need them because of me already playing ahead and then the game crashing. So let's get back into it and I'll tell you what I got off camera that will help me later on. Okay. So if we look in my inventory, I have this key, then I have this champagne, what you need for a champagne, that like Sailor Man, and I have these flowers, the pavilion lily, the lily, and the bluebell, which if I need to go upstairs and get something very quickly for that. What's wrong? Okay. So let's get back into the secret room very quickly and get what I need from the secret room. Unless they've already gotten past this part, which would make sense, but yeah. Let's see.
Anson should be in these
Hello.
pictures.
Let's go ahead and get a lemon because
Nice lemons.
What do they not have? Oh, there you see. They have the picture of the young woman, which means you do this and this. We're gonna go buy the flower, buy the mosquito. Let's teleport to the mosquitoes very quickly. Unless I already did this part, which you probably did, but, alright. Well, you need a lemon to get past these because mosquitoes don't like lemons.
Yes, Watson, we must pass this way. Before we venture further, we must find some protection from this merciless insect horde. Wait for me here.
So let me teleport back up here to the bedroom and go this way. What is wrong with my control? Why is that caps lock? Why? There. Can you hear me now? Okay, let's go. So, see, I gotta get
this should prove useful.
Lemons, then I can go ahead and teleport. Because if we look at this one, it says, the most effective and common method consists of applying some lemon juice. That's how you get past mosquitoes in the game. So, when we have that, and let me go ahead and teleport back to Watson, because he knows what to do with this. At least he should know what to do with this.
Watson, cover yourself with lemon juice. It will protect you from the mosquito stings.
Do you know any similar trick to avoid the sting of bullets?
Nah, we don't.
It soon.
Okay. So, as we go down this path, we gotta look at everything. See, oh, wait, there's blood here. So let's click on it.
There are signs of a struggle here. Perhaps Anson regained his senses and fought back. Blood, and in large quantities. This bush has been stripped of its lower leaves and slightly uprooted. Someone grabbed hold of the brambles and refused to let go. His adversary, unable to get him down due to the man's tight grasp, must have cut off his hand. I would say his right.
What a horror!
Rather, and quite determined.
Yes. And then there's evidence that a fierce struggle took place in the swamp on the way from Arson's garden to the riverbank. The violence of this fight is unmistakable as someone's right hand was severed at that same place. Okay, let's go down here. And let's look at down here. This rope.
A boat was waiting here. Watson, it seems everything leads to the swamp. How can we get there?
We must find that fisherman, the one at the docks who gave us information. He could help us.
So,
you're quite right, Watson. Besides, it would be wise to visit a young woman.
A young woman?
So, We're gonna teleport to the port district.
Run, Watson, run!
But the sheriff is gonna come after us. And they're missing. They missed a thing.
We outran them, Holmes.
Yes, we did.
Surely not, Watson. They ceased their chase only when they saw we continued towards the port. Apparently, they have orders to kill intruders only as a last resort.
Is this supposed to reassure me?
Yes, it is. Yeah. We're gonna go over here to the Louisiana, which is like I think a adult riverboat, because of that, and yeah. And it just seems like something that would happen.
Good evening, my darlings. Come to have a little fun, have you?
Well...
No, madam. We merely wish to speak with one of your boarders about an extremely urgent matter.
Of course you do, darling. How much money you looking to spend?
The matter is... Madam, I must protest. It's not what you think. This is extremely urgent and involves nothing questionable.
Oh, sure. I understand. I know all about these urgent matters you fellas have to talk about with the girls. But unless I see the color of your money, you and your urgent matters best keep on moving. At least there are two of you. You could always lend each other a hand.
Wow.
What did she just say? These Americans have such colorful expressions.
We do. We definitely do. Let's get the flowers, because if we look at the documents and go to up here to this, her name is Lucy. So, and it says, "To my darling Earl, this bouquet will forever be the true symbol of our love, Lucy." So if we give her the flowers, we can get
Good evening, my darlings.
Lucy out here to talk
Come
to us.
have a little fun, have you?
Well...
No, madam. We came to give this bouquet to one of your boarders. You know who I'm talking about. We have something very important to say to her.
Good evening. You brought these flowers? Who are you? What's happened to...
Mr. Arnson? We still do not know exactly what has happened with the gentleman, but we are here to try and find out. Listen to me, miss.
Lucy.
My dear Miss Lucy, my friend and I have come here all the way from England. You may have seen us this morning with the sheriff.
Are you working for him?
No. Actually, we suspect him of obstructing our investigation. Our case has
Stupid
some remote
sheriff.
connection with Mr. Arnson, so we went to his home to talk with him. While there, we found evidence he has been abducted, and one of his servants had been murdered.
Kidnapped? But why?
I don't know, but time is running out. Please tell us what you know about Mr. Arnson, and, Miss Lucy, omit nothing. Even the most trivial of facts may prove to be of great importance.
He is such a kind man, and had promised we would be married this autumn. He arrived in New Orleans about 2 years ago. He's a hunter, and was to stay but a few weeks. He was after something in the swamp, Lord knows what. Then, we met here. I had just started working, you see. Madam said that she would let me leave only if my debts and worth to her was paid off in full. A few weeks ago, Mr. Arneson, said that he had the solution. Maybe he had the money and was kidnapped by people who wanted it.
That could be
It would
true.
have been a small
but that's
fortune to most
interesting.
folks around here.
And you know where he could have hidden it?
Oh, I don't care about the money. If it could bring me back Errol, I'd give it away gladly. He showed me a secret room upstairs. He shoots with a gun to open it.
So
He
that's
says
the
that
secret room
nobody
that we
else
put
can
the
succeed
rod
but a
into.
real marksman. Behind the wall is a cupboard with weapons and a little box hidden behind a big rifle. His money is inside. To open the gate of the cupboard, he uses signet ring that he wears on his right hand. But how can any of this help you? You don't have his ring.
That is true.
You
We don't have
been
his
of
ring.
greater assistance than you may realize, Miss Lucy. If Mr. Arnson is still alive, we shall bring him back to you. Come on, Watson.
Okay.
Now,
So,
Watson, let's explore this swamp.
we need
We
to
must
go.
find that fisherman, the one at the docks who gave us information. He could help us.
Right, so Watson, let's go ahead and teleport to Champagne's hut. And get out this champagne right here. Give it to him.
Will this cover the cost of a boat?
It been kept in a bad way. My foot, it warm now for sure. All this'll get you them planks from the woodpile around there.
And one of your lanterns.
Sold.
What do you expect to do with this, Holmes?
Not
Build a
entirely.
raft?
Watson, let's pay a visit to this Anson.
So let me show you guys what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's do this. So we're going to make a ladder. Because ladders, and you'll figure out once we get back to the arson house.
Would you be so kind as to explain to me why we are coming back with these wood planks?
We are searching for a signet ring, Watson.
And how do these planks help us find it?
We must recover the hand that wears it, so we must find a way to lure its finder.
But whom are you talking about, Holmes?
So, if I know anything from regular life, what are animals that do trash cans to try to find shiny things? Raccoon. Now let's do this. Raccoons.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
What? It's a raccoon. Raccoon. Wow.
The facts speak for themselves, Watson. The key that unlocks Anson's cupboard is the signet ring he customarily wears on his right hand. There was the very same severed by one of his kidnappers when the poor man clung to the bush we saw on the way to the bayou. It so happens that raccoons are attracted by carrion and also are quite taken by shiny objects.
Yes, they are.
No doubt one has made off with our missing hand and its ring. I noticed their tracks nearby, and no doubt they have a nest in this area. Find the raccoons, and we find our hand.
So,
as you put it, it seems quite obvious, Holmes.
It's simplicity itself. But now we need to place some bait so the little fellow will come out and take us back to his den.
So if I know something, raccoons are omnivores, but really like meat. So let me go into the kitchen. And let's look at the, this, there are many unique predators of the raccoons because of this, their meals and their nests, usually, but yeah, so, carrion is the main part of their diet, particularly if, speaking of a female with small kids, her need for additional protein. Protein! Ham!
I'm going to set this outside to attract the little devil.
Ham! Ham is a good source of protein. Let's get that into my hand. Ham. Let's see, where is the little devil? Oh, right here. Because you have to find the paw prints, and it's going to take the ham with it. Look at the raccoon, buddy, boy. Look at the raccoon.
Watson, there's the nest. It's on the roof, above the balcony.
Yes, it is, Chief. So, let me get a ladder into my hand, and we're going to teleport to the bedroom. Because it is the only thing we can do. And, let's see. We put the ladder right here, so we can climb up this leader. There are many of things in here. There's a bird ring, there's a bone, bird, newspaper. But there's the
Excuse me, madam. I'm merely passing by with no wish to disturb you, although I'm sure you found Mr. Anson to be a man of good taste.
Yeah, so they isn't. And then we go into here. Go to his secret trophy room. Or just a secret room where he writes things. Get out the ring. We use it right here. We take a gun.
What a splendid weapon.
And then we take...
Indeed, it'll be of great advantage in the swamp.
Then we take this and get this
Here's
money.
what we need to buy a boat.
And we're going to walk outside here. We're going to try. We're going...
You should have listened to me, Mr. Holmes, and gone back on your boat.
It's the sheriff. Quickly, load the rifle,
We're not
Holmes.
shooting them.
No, Watson. Forget the gun and see to the ladder. And quickly. No, Watson. Forget the gun and see
why
to
is
the
it repeating
ladder.
itself?
And quickly.
Go. 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 Ladder man. We gotta grab the ladder. Give me the ladder. Give me the ladder. Ladder man. Where are we
Let's
gonna
go,
climb down
Watson,
here?
to the port.
Yep. Let's go. Going to the port, boys. We're going to the port. They're trying to shoot at us, but they miss. Now, you know where we're gonna go? We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the Champagne Hut and give him some money to get a boat, so we can go explore the swamp at night.
Have we enough to buy a boat, sir?
For sure.
Excellent. Could you tell us the best way to reach the swamp area nearest to the rich parish?
That's simple enough for any fool. Sail along the river crook and keep close to the shore.
There is one last service you can do for us. The boat from which we disembarked is scheduled to leave tomorrow for Europe. Could you take a message to the crew for us? We may need for them to hold their departure until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Will do.
And one last thing. How may we identify old Sam's racks from any others?
Old Sam's racks be marked with blue and white tops.
Ooh, blue and white tops, guys. Now we're in the
Now,
swamp.
Watson, let's explore this swamp.
So apparently I'm Watson. Say, look, there's this.
Here is the hidden passage near old Sam's racks. We are on the right course, Watson.
We go this way, and we go to the next thing, which is right here. Alright, we can't go that way apparently. How are we over here? Oh yeah, we have to go around, that's right. We gotta go around the tree, that's right. Around the tree. Here we go. This way. Go this way, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, we go this way. There we go, there's another thing right there. Then we go, Demon Rock! Because if I look at the reports, wasn't there like a document? No, not this one. I forget which one it was. There was something about... Okay, old Sam's racks pass in front of the Demon Rock. Take a left in front of the jellyfish. They will not be hungry that night. She will hide the garbage drink so they will know you. And then we got this rock here.
Blood!
So that's
Here now, this is hardly reassuring.
that's the Demon Rock. Oh wow. Those are people hanging. But let's go.
But what is this horror, Holmes? Where have you taken us?
Near the goal, Watson. Near the goal.
Yes, we are near the goal. And there's
Good
crocodiles.
God. Look in the water.
Look
Not
at the
monsters.
crocodiles.
No, Watson. They are crocodiles, and apparently not very accommodating.
I can think of nothing useful. What are we to do, Holmes?
We must find some enticing food to lure them away from here, Watson. Let us think.
You know what?
Holmes, I fail to see how they feed
You
these
know what?
creatures.
Lure
and do
the
not rely
creatures
on
away?
me to dive in.
Meat. And you know where there's some meat? Right here. There's meat right there. So let's get out the gun. Right there. Shoot the man.
Watson, here is what will draw these reptiles in that direction and free the passage.
Much better. But let's hurry and get ourselves across before we become their next course.
Yes. We should be able to go by now. Okay. Let's keep the gun in our hand. So that was representing the jellyfish, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go...
Attention, Watson. We arrive. Stand ready.
This looks
Here now,
mysterious.
this is hardly reassuring.
You're right. That's a person who's been skinned alive, I think. Oh no.
Watson, see what you can do for this poor man. His servant took a harsh and terrible revenge by letting him go to these wild men. As for the others, I'm afraid we are too late.
Yeah. So, let me walk forward a bit, and then...
Pitiable and blind fools! Are you not aware of the Great One's arrival? Even now,
I think they're talking about Cthulhu.
across his kingdom, and the enlightened will give up their flesh to him. All will be present for his awakening. Do not fight the calling. Soon he will end his dreaming, and your world will be swallowed whole. Bow down and give thanks. You are the food of his new world.
Shoot him, Watson. Yeah. You shot him, Watson.
I've got it, Holmes.
Okay. Let me just make sure I can go ahead and save the game. Yeah. Saving games are fun, guys. So, see, we have something that looks like
I won't
this,
do
right?
that.
What? I won't do what?
I
won't
cannot
do?
do this.
Okay. So we have things that look exactly like what we have. Let me see. Let's try a ruby here.
I won't do that.
So no point ruby here. How about the broken statue?
What a strange book. I've never seen these idioms before. How perfect. It'll provide welcome diversion during our return voyage.
Okay, let's go check on arson right now. Wait, what's the Quag Cthulhu book? That sounds like a Cthulhu book, but yeah.
Holmes, help me to carry him to the boat. I really can't say if he will survive the voyage back.
I don't know either.
By the devil, that'd be Arneson.
Indeed. Do you know someone who can be accommodating and tend to him?
You takes yourselves round and seize that little Lucy what lives on the boat.
I know where Lucy is. Please, help my friends to lift this poor man to the wharf, and I will go find Miss Lucy.
Okay.
What can we do for you, my pretty one?
Dear madam, could you tell Lucy that we have found Mr. Arnson, and tell her to hurry? This may be her last chance to see him while he still breathes.
Lucy! Lucy! Ah, here you are. This gentleman found you, fella. My God, can it be true? Sure enough, as he say. What have they done with you? Oh, my poor love.
He has lost his hand and is in deep shock. But with rest and tender care, he has a good chance to survive these injuries.
Oh, madam, please, please.
If I could have a moment, we found this sum of money, which is a large amount, and belongs to Mr. Arnson. I think it is fair to entrust it to your care.
Well, this seems all right then. I will take good care of you. You'll see, my love.
About Arnson's place, there was some disorder left there. If you could be a good man and set things right.
You can count on old Champagne for every little thing. Now, that's a fact.
I can see our friend is in good hands. We better hurry, Watson. I see our ship is making ready to leave.
Oh. Interesting. This just seems like Cthulhu. Very much Cthulhu. I don't know what I'm doing. He's a great one in Lovecraftian lore and literature. So, don't ask him what he's doing, Watson.
Watson, I have told you several times now, I am not to be disturbed.
But Holmes, you have been locked inside your cabin for all of 4 days now. Outside, the sun is simply radiant, and the wind from the
somewhat.
sea...
If you approach me, Watson, I will throw you out. Now, leave me.
Blast it all, Holmes. I am bored. I can't take these sailors' conversations for another minute.
We have an understanding, Watson, each to his purpose. I will look to the translation of the book. You are to study the figures written out by our young friend Davy. Now, get on with your task and leave me to mine.
But you know that these enigmas are not my strong point. Wouldn't you have some other task which
I
is
don't think
better
it does.
suited to my skills, Holmes?
There's no other test for you.
Of course, you're a man of letters, after all. So, return to the bridge, take your trusted notebook, and apply your mind to editing this small writing.
Agreed. On what subject?
It is my monograph on the calculated trajectories of gull excretia. Good day, Watson.
I think it's called, like, poop. Probably called poop.
I see we have received a message, undoubtedly from my brother Mycroft.
Okay, Sherlock, you should receive this letter upon your return from the Americas. Your instructions were to follow the letter in Switzerland. I believe you will find the result satisfying. 7 days ago, the Swiss authorities inspected the Black Edelweiss Institute and found evidence of serious breaches of established medical ethics in total accord with your findings. Dr. Gygax was also found and detained. Unfortunately, before anything could be learnt, he took desperate measures. He had hidden a small but highly lethal dose of potassium cyanide on his person. Before he could be stopped, he swallowed this poison and died immediately. His employers denied any knowledge of the doctor's murderous activities. The evidence should prove that conclusion, that they were merely employees carrying out his orders. No trace was found of the Hindi. However, your friend Superintendent Bilger informed me that during the search of an underground level of this institute, his men discovered a blood-spattered well in his room. They also report hearing a strange mechanical laughter that appeared to come from the bottom of that same well. The superintendent thinks, as I do, that the sound was shouting of the patients gathered in the hospital square. He theorizes that due to the odd acoustics presence, the sound was distorted and appeared to be originating from that foul well. I must say I agree completely with his reasoning and mentioned the odd result report merely to appraise you of all the facts. You should also know that since this discovery, that dreadful room has been condemned and permanently sealed, though most of Dr. Gygax's department documents were destroyed before the arrival of the Swiss police. A number of accounting references survive. These were adequate to trace a series of suspicious transactions. Even the famed confidentiality of the Swiss prince has their limits. What I learned through seemingly fantastic is quite probable. It seems that Dr. Gygax had laid his hands on goodly portion, if not the entirety, of Lord Rochester's lost treasure. You may recall the story. Lord Rochester, the infamous London billionaire, married an American woman. They had but one child, a lad named Archibald. After the boy completed his education and achieved his majority, he traveled east to take charge of his father's interests. In addition to his holdings in England, Lord Rochester also held a number of jewel mines in India. At the end, this is a lot of reading, of 2 years, Archibald had accumulated a fortune in gemstones of his highest quality. The best of these were placed in a chest which he took with him onto a ship bound for England. Then his fortunes turned near he nor the gems ever saw land. As a dreadful storm sank the ship near the Indian coast, only a few of the ship's crew survived. The bodies of the rest were pulled from the sea, with one notable exception. Not a trace was found of either Archibald or the famed chest. Tragedy took a far... How many more pages? Okay, one more. Gray told Lord Rochester was devastated and died soon after. Grief-stricken Lady Rochester returned to her family home in Boston. She herself died not long ago. What was once a noble family is now gone. What you may not know is that Archibald Rochester had the stones carefully documented and inventoried before he boarded. I was fortunate to see these very documents recently. Comparing the particulars, I can say with the utmost confidence that some of these same stones, presumably at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, which have a strongly surfaced in the middle of the Swiss Alps. I was unsuccessful in recovering exactly what fast led Amos Colby, the Northwood agency operator, to that area, but you may know more about this subject than I am privy to. Sincerely yours, Mycroft.
Strange. Here, read this, Watson.
Whew.
Indeed, but the possession
That
of
was a
such
lot
a
of reading.
treasure is an end in itself. Why the devil go through with such an elaborate masquerade?
Who knows?
Money is often the motive of the basest acts, but not in this case. These are deep waters indeed, Watson. These people follow some other dark purpose, so desperate that it justifies any sacrifice and great risk.
Oh.
You frighten me, Holmes.
I know, sometimes I frighten myself. Enough of idle speculations, Watson. I asked you to study the figures drawn by young Davy. No doubt they are some cipher. What do you make of them?
Let me go look at this code. Oh, frick. Caesar? No, Huh. Maybe look, what was the document that we just got? From Minecraft? Lord, is it Rochester? Give me a second, wait, no, region, I'm gonna get some, wait a second, wait, there's, oh. Ah, there is a slash. So. Oh. I don't know how to do this. Okay, let me look. Let's see. I honestly don't know. So, yeah, start with the 3. Yeah, the 9 repeats. So, the 8 repeats. The 7 repeats. Okay. I did. So 3? What? So it's a 5. The first one's 5. Okay, I'm starting to learn. So there's no 5. Huh. What? So 5, 8? So it's 5, 8, 6, 4, 3, 6. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6. 1. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 1. I'm not. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6. 6, 1, 3, 4. 6, 1, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6. 6, 1, 3, 4 with space. Okay. I'm 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 6. Give me one second. 6, 1, 3, 4. 6, 1, 3, 4. Okay. I figured
Indeed,
that
they
out.
are open to but one possible meaning, even if it eludes me at present. As for my own enigma, I have failed to penetrate the secrets of this book. The language is archaic, and my own modest knowledge of ciphers is sorely tested. I have succeeded in drawing forth only insanities and other absurdities. According to this book, if my translation is exact, if one makes this mark with human blood, and then with conviction recites this illuminating verse, the victim is mesmerized or deemed to leave his mind. I tell you, Watson, this reads like complete gibberish. I do not know what to make of it.
How did you say it? What? These drawings, what a horror. I tell you, Holmes, this book gives me great unease, as does almost everything to do with this affair.
You're not wrong.
I just recalled, Watson. Didn't Barnes, the bookseller, tell us he had studied ancient history? Perhaps he might help us with the translation of this book. We must seek out better minds, for we are at a standstill. I have not the slightest idea where they could have taken these people and what consequences await them.
Yeah,
Let's take our leave and see if Barnes might be of assistance.
Okay. So, guys, this is where I'm going to end this episode. So, see you next time, my ghosts. And that was a crazy episode, let's be honest.